Set. Runners set free from the 2,000 meter marker. Roy's uncle's off the first call. First one out, King's Music. Sylvan Saint is right there. Swift Mover has a good position shortly after the stars. They're followed by Strong and Brave. Scotch Briars on the outside. Big Blue Seas very wide into that turn. And that's on the outside of runners, followed further back by Samsonite. Region 7, Sea Sponge, and then comes Roy's Uncle. That's racing about 7 or 8 lengths off the leader with Dom Seguidor. And then comes Bangkok and Sherman, about 10, 11 lengths top to tail. Big Blue Sea now finds the lead. In second, Scotch Briar. King's Music's at the rail. Then comes Swift Move, and along the inside, Sylvan Saint. Root Beers along the inside, followed by Strong and Brave, about 7 or 8 lengths off the leader with Region 7. Dom Seguidor's further back in the run, and then comes Sherman. Roy's Uncle, third to last, got about 12, 13 lengths to make up with Sea Sponge, and Bangkok's one of the trailers, about 14 lengths off the lead. They travel to the 1,000 meter marker. Big Blue Sea's the leader. Scotch Briar second. King's Music's back in third, and then comes Swift Move. They're starting to open up in front now. On the outside of that one is Samsonite. Strong and Brave between the two of them, and Sylvan Saint the inside. Dom Seguidor, Sherman and Root Beer. Then Region 7, and on the outside Sea Sponge, and then comes Bangkok. And Roy's Uncle's got it all to do with this tailwind as the trailer. And it's Big Blue Sea who brings him into the stretch by 3. King's Music, Swift Move towards the inside of that one, Scotch Briar. Samsonite's on the outside, Region 7, Sherman, Dom Seguidor. Coming to the 200, Swift Move. Strong and Brave, Samsonite, Sherman, and Absolute Stampede. Down the inside, Root Beer, Dom Seguidor. Towards the outside, Sherman at Sea Sponge. It's wide open. They're going to hit the line. And I go with, no, I'm not going to split them. Dom Seguidor, Sherman, and Sea Sponge on the inside with Samsonite. Close call. Dom Seguidor with the reddish cap. Sherman, and towards the inside, Sea Sponge and Samsonite. It's a wide open affair, and it's Dom Seguidor just in front and coming to the line. And Dom Seguidor will win at number 16 at 10.30 and 3 rand. Guess for second. Sherman's in the black and yellow. Samsonite the red blinkers. Sea Sponge on the inside. Look at that, a long head covering 4 horses over the line. Tote favourite number 2 was under early pressure, Roy's Uncle. 5th place to Swift Move. Further back in the run was Sylvan Saint, Strong and Brave, Root Beer, Region 7 and Bangkok, and then Roy's Uncle. So, as we look at this, look at that Absolute Stampede. 4 off the right-hand side, Dom Seguidor, Wendy Whitehead, the traffic guard, Jared Samuel comes home well. Sherman makes up good ground. Samsonite, the red headgear on the right-hand side, and Sea Sponge. The 4 of them hit the line as one. There's only the long head separating the 4 of them, but Dom Seguidor records its second win from 24 outings. That's all for the time being. Back to the studio.
Nice result for trainer Wendy Whitehead with horse number 16, Dom Seguidor. And yeah, he's been coming down in the ratings. He had a nice low weight, good draw from his previous draws at his last 2 starts. But most importantly, let's give kudos to the trainer, Wendy Whitehead, who's kept him on the boil, Wendy. And in this type of field, he looked like a horse that will be competitive.
Absolutely, Dees. You know, when we saw that horse of Duncan House's win earlier in the week, when I saw that, when I saw that, I thought, you know what, I think Dom's got it in the bag.
So,
you know, his work has been absolutely fantastic. He's a horse that likes to be settled in a race, to come and to run on from off the pace. And it sometimes doesn't work for horses like this, and that's why he's had a little bit of bad luck. But well done to Jared today. I said if he didn't win on him today, we were going to import Tandy back from Cape Town to show him the ropes. But he did a great job today. Well done to him. I just want to say well done to Rajiv. In Mauritius, he must be over the moon. fantastic win from Dom today, and Summerhill Stud, well done to them for breeding him as well.
How was your last season, Wendy? I haven't caught up with you to discuss it. You had your fair share of winners.
Yes, we did, Dees. I was very happy, and I've got a nice young string of horses coming through at the moment, so I think we're going to have a great season this season. We've had a great start. We've had a lot of places, and they're knocking on the door. And, you know, a funny little thing, my son always phones me as I'm about to walk in the parade ring, and it's my lucky little charm.
Well, you need to get it spot on the next time. Give him the times of the races when your
I
runners come in.
I don't. He always seems to phone me. I said, "Not now, boy, it's working." And I promise you, every time you'll phone me just now and say, "What happened?" And I've won. It's fantastic. Well done.
Well played, Wendy, and all the best for the new season.
Thank you so much. Well done to my team at home. They're absolutely awesome. My staff and all the guys from the vets to the farriers to the physio, Annie, who put so much work into my yard. Well done to the whole team. And here's Mr. Jared.
Well done, Wendy. Jared, I'm looking at this horse's record. You've partnered him 4 times for just the one place, so you knew a bit about him, but compliments, because it was quite a competitive race to close it off. But you need to talk us through it. How far back were you?
Yeah, you know, he's firstly, you know, I've ridden him a couple of times, knowing, you know, exactly how he runs, and I was a bit worried today that the straight might be a bit too short for him, and he proved us wrong. I mean, I was sitting about 5 lengths off them, you know, and he's a horse that you got to come out and just sit with him because he can get a bit keen, and my instructions were simple. When you just told me to come out, Jared, and have him switched off 3-4 lengths off maximum and take it from there, and that's exactly how the race planned out. You know, I ended up one off the fence, which was actually good, so coming to straight I ended up rolling off with the second horse, Sherman, and then he actually went past me and he actually dug down deep and he went back and he caught him.
It's quite difficult to judge the way you guys were spread up 4 across the track. It could have gone to either of the 4.
Yes, you know, at the line I honestly didn't know who got it. I knew I passed Sherman, but then I had a look at my inside. I saw there was a horse there, so it was touch and go for me. So yeah, it was a bit of a heads up, heads down, but I was happy to put my head down when it matters most.
It's tough out there getting rides with the limited number of horses that we have, especially on the poly track. We every now and again run at Scottsville and Greyville, but you're picking up chances where you can?
Yes, Dees, you know, as you said, it is a bit tough now with the smaller fields and being at Greyville, but we've got to put our head down and carry on going, you know, hard work, you know, and that's why I got to say big thanks to all the trainers that are helping me out and giving me rides here and there, and obviously two big thanks to Wendy, because the plan came out and the horse was well overdue, so to say, but good run.
Well, it was a long rehabilitation for you after that nasty fall, Jared, but you're back strong now, you're riding well, and hopefully this turns out to be a lovely season for you. All the best.
Thanks a lot, Dees. Let's hope everything goes well. Cheers.
Well done.
Thanks.
Well done to Jared Samuels and horse number 16, Dom SEGUIDOR. And if you caught this quartet, 16, 10, 6 and 8. And now for the thank yous to Kevin Shea, Warren Lenferner. Thanks to the boys for their previews and their selections. And Kevin Shea tipping the last winner, Dom SEGUIDOR. Well done if you followed him there. Craig Peters calling all 8 races. We've had 2 producers today. Our head, who is none other than Raymond Rogers, but assisting him was Denver, Mr. Chips Grantham. And a meeting will never go by without the mention of the best and hardest working cameraman on course, who is none other than Zayn. From myself, Dees Dinan, until we meet again, you take care. Enjoy what's left of your weekend. Salani Gashte.